Today I am reviewing the FEELWORLD FW568 6-inch 450 nit FHD IPS screen. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you have ever spent an entire day shooting a video only to get home and realize your focus was soft or your exposure was completely blown out, you know exactly why an external monitor is a necessity rather than a luxury. I have been using the FEELWORLD FW568 on my mirrorless setup for the past month, and after putting it through the ringer in both my home studio and a few quick location shoots, I have some very specific thoughts on whether this budget-friendly display is actually worth your money. Let's talk about the screen first. At 6 inches, it is the perfect middle ground. It is significantly larger than the tiny flip-out screens on most cameras, but it is not so bulky that it makes your camera rig feel like a heavy-duty cinema setup. The resolution is 1920 by 1080, and honestly, the sharpness is great. You can easily tell if your subject is in sharp focus, which is the main reason you are buying this. The colors are decent right out of the box, though they are a bit on the cool side. You can tweak the settings to get them closer to reality, but keep in mind that this is not a high-end reference monitor for professional color grading. If you are doing serious color work, you will still want to verify your footage on a calibrated computer monitor later. The brightness is listed at 450 nits. Now, this is where I have to be real with you. If you are shooting indoors in a studio or in the shade, this monitor is perfectly fine. It does exactly what it needs to do. However, if you are planning on filming in direct, bright sunlight, you're going to struggle. Even with the included sunshade hood, which helps quite a bit by cutting down glare, 450 nits just isn't enough to compete with the midday sun. If you are primarily an outdoor shooter who works in high noon conditions, you might find yourself squinting or needing to invest in a much more expensive, high-brightness monitor. But for the price point, it is a fair trade-off. If you want to check out the current pricing or see if there are any deals available, you can find the link in the description below. Where this monitor really shines is the software features. You get access to waveform, vector scope, and RGB histograms, which are absolute lifesavers. I rely heavily on the false color feature to nail my exposure, and having it mapped to a shortcut button on the top of the unit makes it so much faster to use than digging through camera menus. The focus peaking is also snappy. It doesn't lag behind your movement, which is a common issue with cheaper screens. Being able to load 3D LUTs is a huge plus for those of us shooting in log profiles. It makes such a difference to see a preview of what your final color grade will look like while you are still on set. The build quality is plastic, which is expected at this price, but it feels surprisingly sturdy. It is lightweight, which keeps your overall rig manageable if you are mounting it on a gimbal or a small cage. One of my favorite practical features is the power output. You can use an NPF or LP/E6 battery to power the monitor, but it also has an 8.4-volt DC output that can power your camera directly if you have the right dummy battery adapter. This is a game changer for long interview setups or day-long vlogs because you don't have to worry about your camera battery dying mid-take. However, it is not all perfect. The menu system is a bit clunky. Navigating through the settings using the scroll wheel on the top can be a little twitchy, and I have accidentally clicked the wrong setting more than once. It is not a deal breaker, but it is definitely something you will have to get used to. Also, the HDMI port is a standard size, but you need to be careful with your cables. The port is a little tight, and if you are moving around a lot, you should definitely use a cable clamp to avoid putting strain on the connection, as those ports are usually the first thing to fail on monitors like this. Who is this monitor for? I would say it is the perfect companion for vloggers, beginner videographers, and content creators who are upgrading from their camera's built-in screen. If you are doing product reviews, YouTube tutorials, or even just filming yourself for social media, this gives you the confidence to know your shot is framed correctly and your exposure is spot on. It removes that nagging doubt in the back of your mind while you are recording. Who should avoid it? If you are a professional cinematographer who needs extreme color accuracy, or if you are constantly filming in bright, outdoor environments, you should look elsewhere. You will likely be disappointed by the brightness levels and the screen's behavior in direct sunlight. You would be better off saving up for a monitor with at least 1,000 to 2,000 nits of brightness. Overall, the FEELWORLD FW568 is a high-value tool that solves the most common problems beginners face with framing and exposure. It is not a professional-grade cinema display, and it does not pretend to be. But for the price, the feature set is incredibly generous. It is one of those pieces of gear that makes your workflow faster and less stressful. If you want to take a closer look at the specs or see if it fits your specific camera setup, don't forget to check the link below this video. At the end of the day, it is a solid, practical workhorse that does exactly what it is advertised to do without any unnecessary bells and whistles. If you are tired of guessing whether your shots are usable, this is an easy recommendation to make.